Hi everybody, welcome back to Materia D&D, where we play D&D our way. And we are on part 2 of session 197. Yeah,
Yep.
197. I wanted to say 195 for some reason. Where the Crass Menagerie have successfully helped Rock gain sole, I guess,
Eh,
ownership?
double
And
entendre, soul.
double entendre, yeah. Um, of his form, his body, his existence. They, after an arduous conflict with Rocket Galus, the original form of Rock, a powerful archmage that found himself obsessed with existence and remaining and being able to influence the world rather than going down a traditional form path of like necromancy or something, devised a gruesome and cruel way to expand his existence in the form of clones. However, these clones were derivatives of experimentation and his hunger for knowledge and his ambition, where he experimented on all the various species that are found throughout materia and managed to create clones for himself, for his consciousness and his potential to go to, but they were not necessarily of his frail human form. They were of other forms. One such form being Rocket, or being Rock, excuse me. Um, however, the Menagerie managed to expunge Rock of any fragment, any shard, any last lingering bits. Said the slight membrance and uh, tombstone or head marker that he himself, that Marb left for Rocket inside of himself of Rocket. So now they find themselves back to consciousness after a celebration inside of Rock's happy place, um, in Magnus's tower, in the chaos-ridden ruins of Greenhill, where they quickly learn and ascertain the information that what Caden attempted failed, but it was actually Charlie, the Bag of Devouring, that carried the magic through and allowed the Crass Menagerie to enter Rock's mind, his inner world, his potential, and to assist in the astounding achievement that was just performed. The Crass Menagerie have uncovered some new things about themselves. They've grown closer and more capable. Davis can cast spells now.
Ew.
Karos can think big and literally become big. Al is able to project his glamour even further and more potently. And Rock has embraced the teachings of Mothras and Calisor to some extent. And we continue with the Crest Menagerie. Oh, and Ben, sorry, I forgot Ben. Ben also connected with his the small fragment that he had of his mother who passed away giving birth to him, and her arcane capabilities were awakened in him. Uh, so we pick up with the Crest Menagerie. Ben in serious mental turmoil, I would say, in a way. I don't know how to else explain it. Having being forcefully shunted out of the mental connection with Rock, recovering. Caden and Magnus and the rest of the group trying to understand what all happened. Rock being gifted a jar that represents and does contain his doubts and fears and anger about not being able to control his own path as he once understood it. Uh, yeah, we pick up inside of Magnus's tower. What does the Crest Menagerie wish to do?
I mean, I think we need, after that, we think we need to have another day of rest.
Yes, you need to. I'm sorry I failed you. I
What? No, no. I mean,
thought I was going to be able to. Yes, okay, excellent. He
yeah,
will
it
be
got
okay.
done. That's all that mattered.
He'll be okay.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think he's better than ever. I think a lot
I
of us
saw
are,
him
like, kind of.
hugging. Yes, strangely vibrant for what seems like a uh, gruesome and grueling last 24 hours or so for you.
Yeah, if you
And
say it was 24 hours, then yeah.
no, 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 no. I mean, you were gone, but for 10 minutes. But your previous venture into the,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That was. Man, I'd almost forgotten.
uh, well, it's excellent to have all of you within your faculties back. Uh, Magnus is just kind of looming over, just kind of absorbing. And then he'll break the silence. He's like, I thought I lost you guys. When the bag just kind of swooped in, and all of a sudden, your bodies were not there, and the bag was like expanding, and he makes like the sucking sound.
Oh.
And then I tried to open the bag, but the bag wouldn't open. And I was like, Magnus, you can do this, Magnus. Magnus, you have a name. That means you have something. You're powerful. You're special. Magnus was like, "Arr," and the bag was just like, no. And I was like, "Arr." He said, no. He's just making this motion by trying to rip the bag open. He's like, and it's just like, I even kicked the bag. Didn't do anything. It's like, the bag is better than me. I'm a fucking gargoyle. The bag is better than me. You know how embarrassing that is? I'm glad you're
Bag
okay.
is not just a bag, though, so it's okay.
I haven't gotten that back to say yes before either. Its favorite word is no. It's terrible.
And as you guys are like consoling him, and in a sense, he's like, you get the sense because you're the first friends he's made in over 200 years because he's been dormant. He just starts crying, like, but when he cries, he's a gargoyle, so it's like crystalline structure, like little crystals just kind of beating out of him. He's like, I love you guys. Al, Constitution saving throw as he hugs you.
Yes, yes. I don't have the health for this.
Oh, it's not. It's not damage. It's something else.
Not one.
That one.
Oh,
Meaning,
don't.
Out. You black out. It's like this really uncomfortably strong hug. Like, okay, it's a hug that's really strong, and then it gets uncomfortable, and then you just black out. Just
Oh, don't worry, buddy. You even kicked it first. You're trying to.
yeah, just no damage. You just suffer from the unconscious condition.
Gain
he
+2
hugs.
concussions.
He
for
hugs the life
1d4
out of
hours, just like the first episode.
you. Yes.
I
Yes.
need a
So
nap
roll me
anyway.
yeah. So go ahead and roll me a d4 if you are. And like he'll like kind of hold you. He's like kind of you're limping. He's like, oh, there, buddy, rest. Just Magnus says you rest. He just gently puts
2-hour nap.
2 hour nap. Yeah.
Davis, can you make sure my neck isn't flopping around too much when he's?
Well, I was gonna say, Davis, like, I have some merit dice now, so I was gonna like heal you, but I was just like, nah, man, we all need a nap. That looks actually kind of nice.
I'm just limp.
Yeah.
Spaghetti. That looks pretty comfy right now.
Yep.
Yeah. So with that, Ben is going to need a solid 24 hours to recover. Even with Rock's magical aid and all that, it's his mind got wrecked from. So in a way that I would explain it, if James was here, I would explain it like he mentally experienced himself becoming disintegrated,
Oh wow, gross.
but he didn't actually disintegrate. So I imagine that'd be kind of traumatic.
Yeah, a little trauma for sure.
Yes. So yeah, he'll be hopefully okay. However James wants to run it,
Yeah.
but yeah,
I mean, Cielo
but
could
he's
use
still
another 24 hours too because they've still got the death counter going. But also,
yes.
I'm not sure if Cielo will be joining us from now on, so we'll see.
Well, I have plans for
Okay, got it.
the yeah.
But yeah, Cielo, they've still got I think 3
2
days
days,
left.
3 days. Yeah. 3 days. You're right. Yeah, because this all has happened very quickly. So what would you guys like to do, or would you just like to rest, recoup? Is there any role playing you guys wish to have? Anyone you want to understand? Again, Caden is just going to continue. Like even with you saying it's okay, he just there's that sense.
I will take Al and put him in a more comfortable spot.
Got it.
Throw me in a box somewhere.
I'll line it with a blanket at least. You know?
He'll fit in a cupboard.
Yeah. So I will say, as far as your hit points go, your hit points, you did not actually physically take any damage, so you are essentially at full hit points in case something does happen. Just you are fatigued to the degree at which you had the conflict and all that. So role play it as you wish. Like if you were at 2 HP, then yeah, you're fatigued as all out. Yeah. But physically, y'all are okay.
Have my blood?
You have your blood.
Yes.
You have more pints of blood in you than you would have ever expected.
Hallelujah. Thank you.
Yeah, man. You're welcome.
Except none of it was going to your head while Magnus was hugging you, and so that's why you passed out.
I
Put in
mean,
the wrong reserves.
you got bear hugged by a guy with 25 strength, okay? Like, I mean, that's gonna happen.
My bones okay?
Yeah, you went limp
My
so
bones.
he couldn't crush them. You know what I mean? It's like when you get
Mhm.
like, why do people survive? Why do drunk people survive insane crashes and falls?
Yeah.
Because they go limp. Unintentionally.
My natural defense mechanism. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've activated my trap card.
Yeah. So, yeah, is there anything you guys wish to do or discuss amongst yourselves, or are we just gonna go ahead and say you guys rest? I'm good with whatever you guys wish.
Well, if Sleepyhead over there didn't take a nap, I was gonna sneak off and have him like talk magic-y stuff with him, but can't do that now.
With what? Oh, with Rock?
No, with Al.
Mm. Oh, Al? Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true. Sorry. I don't know why I lost track. I don't know why. Oh, okay. Is
Yeah,
anyone? All right. Any Razoganov or anything happening with you, Karos? Or are you just
you're still
enjoying?
bitter.
He's, No, yeah, I think he would maybe like go someplace and like rest, but then if he woke up or got restless, he'd probably try to like mess around with the embiggening again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
nice.
Yeah. So we'll say, you are able to find some good rest, right? And you do recuperate, and you do feel good. But at some point in the evening, just with everything that you witnessed and everything that you went through, uh, and in a way, for you, Karos, I would imagine, you kind of, we're gonna say you hone a blade. I know you don't use a bladed weapon, but you get the
Yeah.
metaphor. Like you not only hone your physical form and your capabilities to fight, you've honed your mind to an extreme extent. Like you're able to push yourself and influence things around you with just your, will and the strength of your mind. Uh, so there's this. I kind of feel like you might be maybe even questioning your own mental resolve and like what is truly capable after seeing what you had encountered within Rock's inner world.
Mhm.
Um, Not to say like I don't really be doubting yourself, but that's kind of maybe what would lead you to wake up and pursue what you experienced within his inner world and allow you to kind of tinker and play with this embiggening, as you said it, your think big ability. So however you wish to embrace it, if there's any role playing you wish to do with that, but that's kind of where I see you kind of wake up and just kind of go for it.
Yeah. I think it'd be like trying to replicate it, just like thinking about the momentary impact that I've used for a long time with the flail. Then like, what if I just make an arm big, or it's like focusing on like really visualizing one aspect of me, remembering what it was like in the dream, but realizing that like maybe not 100% sure how much of that was the dream world versus like my own
Yeah,
influence over the thing. So
love
it's,
it.
it's kind of like in Rock's mind was like the proof of concept, and now you got to figure out how to make it actually work in
Gotcha.
reality.
Yeah, so as you do kind of experiment with it, and I would say at one point you do succeed in altering your form and whatever you have on your person. Is there a difference in the visual here out in the real world that you would imagine? Or does it kind of reflect where you're still like encased with like an almost like that energy light projection of yourself being bigger?
I think it's still like that, but maybe having trouble. How did I say it? Maybe looks a little more like solid
Hmm.
in the real world. Like if you focus on it, I'll say that maybe it was an issue of it's hard to physically manifest a a replica of yourself that
Hmm.
doesn't look like yourself. So the
Hmm.
closer it seems, like the more that I focus on how I know I actually look
Hmm.
when I'm building that, it's a little less
Dig it.
or a little less strenuous than just imagining a ghostly form surrounding me and supporting me. So just to be more along the like I think that there's probably like a um, surreal aspect of it where somebody that's paying attention would probably notice that it's not truly full flesh and blood me,
Yeah, I got it.
that but that it still is like a representation of me. So they
Okay.
can kind of figure out that like something's going on, whether someone might think it's magic or
Yeah,
something
yeah, yeah.
like that instead. Who knows? But
But
yeah,
we're
it's
still, from my understanding, we're still playing with the idea and the theme that you yourself do not actually rah, 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 rah. It's this encasing that represents it. Like, yes, for the sake of like mechanics and all that, you are still considered large and da 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 da
yeah,
da.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, your
It's
physical
kind
form
of
is
like
yeah.
yeah, and maybe like in this more solid-looking version, I'm even just like extending my senses
Mhm.
to the form. So like
Yeah,
that's why it's okay that it's not opaque anymore, is because
I
it's
get you.
like this has to be me. Therefore, even though it's a projection,
Hmm.
somebody
I
hits
dig
that
it.
projection, it hurt.
I super love it. That's a cool visual that I wasn't ever expecting. Like, awesome, awesome, awesome. So, yeah, so in the evening, you do confirm and reflect and kind of train yourself on it. It'll take some practice and everything to hone, but mechanically speaking, yes, you absolutely have it. You understand that this is a new power that you're able to utilize, and like you've worked with your mind and your body, now you're able to work with this.
Nice.
Very, very cool. I am happy for you, my friend. All right. Anyone else got anything before I tell you guys to hit the long rest button? Cool. Y'all are welcome to hit the long rest button
Yay!
as, and you are welcome to move the calendar one day forward.
Yay!
Um, nice. So, with all that,
Oh yeah,
is
nice. Wow.
Oh, that was
You got
pretty good.
almost all of them back?
Almost all of them back.
oh his hit die? Damn.
Yeah.
All but two.
Oh wow.
And I've actually, it's funny, that's like for the last probably 4 or so long rests,
Mhm.
I've been batting 50% or less of
Mhm.
recovery. So like I think the closest I got to full restoring my stuff was after level up, resting, getting
Yeah,
into
yeah, yeah.
3 away. So now
Mhm.
I'm finally 2 away from being full,
Well, I mean,
fully
yeah,
full rested.
that's I'm glad that that thing has served you well, and it's kind of fun to just roll your hit die back. So very cool. I like
For
it.
some reason, it gave me all my hit dice back, which is not correct.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
So you guys would regain up to what, you
8.
guys are level 17? Up to 8, yeah, in one long rest. So do be
Ben
generous,
would
or
lose his exhaustion, I assume, unless the
yes.
unless the
But
disintegration was that bad.
no.
Okay,
He's got it. Now it's just gonna be like how he wishes to role play it. You know.
right, got it.
Um,
Then
Oddly
Stella
enough,
loses a day of their
yes, resurrection
resurrection
sickness.
sickness. Yep.
You know, cool. Um, so when you guys rise, the interior of the tower seems more vibrant, more lively. Um, there were many either unlit or dimly lit, magically, powered sconces. There were candles that were not being utilized. There were stones and gems that seemingly are able to project light. There were other objects that would project, almost not like quite holograms, but like holographic, like lights and everything that were just dormant this whole time. And the first time, as you guys wake up, you realize that this place is not only just ripe with magic, but now it's like active magic. It's responding. It's responding to the tower's owners' energies and atmospheres, and yeah, the tower is very much alive right now, and it's seemingly feeding off of the positive energy and the happiness of Rock, and maybe also Magnus not losing his friends. So, yeah, like all the bindings of the books that were like bound in either silvers or platinums or golds, there's almost like a shine and a luster to the metals. The furnitures that were like these dull, dusty, forgotten reds and greens and browns and like Dale woods are all of a sudden just like as if they're fresh and vibrant. Um, even the light from outside that's coming through the windows, and every once in a while you hear one of the mad shits get zapped as they try to enter the tower and fail. There's more light coming in. It's not a gloomy, abandoned, sad mage tower anymore.
Ooh, secret roll. Um,
Powerful them secret
Also,
roll.
I'm curious, what are these D8 plus stuff rolls you're doing?
I the first one was me forgetting that we didn't actually lose HP, and the second one was me being like, "Well, how are my rolls anyway? I like rolling lots of dice."
Also, we're long resting. You just get all your HP back.
Yes,
And that's
because you do count for having medical attention, and you do count for having a well-fed meal, so you do get the benefits. Because we still play with that rule, right? You still need to take
Right.
care of yourselves to rest.
I forget there's so many
Um,
supplies here now.
But yeah,
Okay.
definitely do check. Like, so Karos, you don't actually get 11 hit dice back. You only get 8. So if you should be 3 short of max still. I mean, minus whatever your baleful. I
yeah,
don't know why it's doing full hit dice. It's weird.
there's probably some sort of something.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Um,
because if you get a proper long rest, you gain half of your hit die back, up to half of your hit die that you're missing. So, or
Hmm.
yeah, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
Up to half of your maximum.
Right. So right.
Yeah.
So we can get up to 8 because we're level 17.
Thank you.
Okay.
Correct.
Hmm. Hmm.
But I was down to 5, so there's no way I'm full. I'm up to 13 now
Mhm.
though. Yeah. So Davis will wake up and scrounge for food. If anybody's up and making food, I'll take some. But it's hungry work.
Mm.
Doing.
And as you get up, Cielo will be like, yeah, man, it's you guys.
Oh my God, you scare me every time. Jesus.
Even now, come on, man. Like I'm still not
I
feeling
mean, it's credit to you. You're just.
it.
I I can't just always expect it, right? You know, it can't just always be on, right?
But can't it?
It's just the most very brief of surprise, and then I'm really happy because I recognize that it's you, and you know I love you so much, but it's just that little bit of fear for a half second, you know.
I'm growing to love you guys too. Mm.
Good.
Okay. So, but on a serious note, is Ben gonna be okay? He didn't really. He's in that deep sleep. You know that deep sleep when someone's like has a fever and you're worried that they're not gonna wake up from the fever kind of sleep. Do I need to be worried?
I don't know. Oh, let's. Is he up? I mean, is he?
No.
Let's go check on him.
I mean, I checked on him. Been checking on him, and he's breathing.
Good.
His eyes are moving like underneath his eyelids from time to time, and he's not responding to anything else. I mean, at some point, he's gonna need to wake up to use the restroom, right? That's how that works, right?
Ugh. Man, I hope. But you know,
Okay.
even if he doesn't, then we're here for him.
I'll let you be
Yep,
here for
that's
him if
fine.
he does that. Is
Sure.
that we're friends, but we are not that kind of friends.
Actually, I bet I could, and then I'm gonna try Mage Hand.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I feel
Uh-oh.
like I could use Mage Hand Pooper Scooper, baby. I mean,
He looked.
it's not like I'd have to like change his clothes, obviously, because he's
No, yeah. I'm just
gross. But
putting a little
yeah,
realism into
yeah,
it, not
just
like actual. And he'll look at you and say, "Wait,
I won't even tell him
what is-"
that or tell him what that's what I'm doing. I'm just gonna try and Mage Hand and poke Cielo on the back.
he's like, man, this tower is so weird. There's these floating. Why are there floating hands in a tower? Like I don't. Yes. Poke to you too. He tries to poke the hand. He doesn't realize it's coming from you. So he's like, poke the hand. High five, hand, high five. Do you want to leave me alone? Handshake. Thumbs up. No. Okay. His hands
Hey
are
hand,
stupid.
hey hand. What about
Cielo got really
thumbs up
racist
for
in the last
me?
minute.
What about
Wait.
thumbs up for me, and then I'll thumbs up with the mage
Man.
hand.
Okay.
Just likes me better.
What? Did I say something wrong, Al? Sorry. You just
Actually,
said
yeah,
it
I
was
didn't
like,
catch that either. What was the
what,
racist
did I
bit?
say something wrong?
No, I was joking around. I said, Cielo got real racist in the last minute because it's like, yeah, all hands do that. Of course, thumbs up. What are you doing? Come on, come on, guy.
Oh, okay. I legit, the way you said it, I thought
Anti-hand
like,
propaganda.
Sorry,
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, you're good. It's just like,
Bodyist,
Bodyist.
Bodyist. There we go. There you go.
limbist.
Sorry.
Arcane
Mm,
illusionist.
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay, cool.
I could
Cool.
have picked a better word. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you're good. I just was like worried for a second. Like, oh shit, if I offended somebody, I'm so sorry.
No.
Not what I'm going for.
Yeah, were you gonna have
Yeah.
me make a check or something?
Yeah. Spell casting. It'll be basically like a deception spell casting, but just spell casting to see if he's able to pick up that that's you. Because he has no idea that you can do this stuff right now.
Right. I guess I'll just do charisma. Charisma check and add my proficiency.
Yeah, and then we have to beat his passive because he's not like actively checking it. He's just like,
Let's go.
huh? Oh yeah, no way. Natural 20. Nice. He legitimately just thinks it's just some of the fuckery with the
No.
tower being more lively and stuff. He's like, God, this tower is like, it's great that it's all, I don't know, less broody and everything, but some of this stuff is annoying.
Cielo.
What?
That's mine. I did that.
He gives you the rabbit squints. He's like, like his eyes get a little red as he's like staring at you.
I just like
He,
I formed the hand into just like a fist, and the fist is like now nodding its head yes, like, and then thumbs up again. Yeah,
he's like,
I'm
oh
good with
wow.
that. Something. I mean, I don't know if it was from when we were out in the crazy, chaotic place, because it kind of feels like that a little bit, but also Rock gave me his book, and I could read it, and that seemed to kind of awaken things. I don't know.
Oh, you can wait. You can read that jargon and that scribble.
Yeah, like I don't know what it means, but I can read it.
That is awesome. You know what? Yeah, I've been feeling kind of, and it's not just being dead on that side. I've been feeling kind of weird too since we got back. I don't know what it means though. Luna, if you ever do listen to this, I still need to know
Yeah,
what
what
first
thing
level
you want?
spell you learned, and you can cast proficiency times bonus per day as per long rest. But anyways, that's it. And I think I need to know what chaos feature you took, but hey, that's something else.
Yeah.
So but yeah, that place was weird.
Yeah.
And now you just got a little bit more weird, which is pretty cool.
Thanks.
All right, well,
But yeah,
thanks for this.
then I I
Go
don't
for
know.
it.
I think he'll be okay. It might just be a while. We'll make sure he's okay though. But breathing's
Okay.
good. Response to some stuff is good, but we're not gonna leave him here. That's for sure. We're gonna make sure he's fine.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I going to leave until he's up. If you get what I'm saying. If you guys are gonna have to still fix what's going on outside, I mean, Magnus and Caden and this tower are great and everything, but I'm not gonna ditch him. I'd
No.
rather be here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, once he's up and at it, we'll come back to you guys. Um.
Understood.
Okay. All right. Cool. I was actually really worried that you guys were gonna be like, no, we need you because you're the one that can get into places where we can't go because you're so sneaky and so much better at us than all this.
There's that, but it's okay.
Okay. Part of me, my ego's a little bruised because I kind of wanted to hear some of that. But
Oh, I'm
again,
sorry. Yeah, we could. There's all sorts of things. Like the the Tam's little lock that you picked, that was insane. Like
yeah,
there's
yeah,
all
yeah.
sorts of things, like any of that kind of stuff that you can get into.
No, but seriously, about her, like she has no self-control if she needs to put that kind of lock on something.
Yeah, it was just like a little chocolate bar or something, right?
Yeah, I wonder what's up with that. And he just
I don't know.
stares off into space.
Sure.
It's like, all right, cool. Yeah, so the rest of you, as you wake and kind of come to, you're greeted with a much more vibrant, much more lively tower interior. Um, what do you guys wish to do? Or shall I just force you guys into a round table?
Well, I mean, so for so we haven't fixed the stuff around here yet, right? Like we were going to, but then we went to help Rock first. I actually don't remember.
Yeah, so as you are kind of bringing this up, kind of just trying to understand what has transpired, Caden will say, it's looks like not all of our efforts resulted in what we were hoping for. Um, you guys certainly did something impressive. There's no doubt about that. But it looks like we were not able to complete everything that we were hoping. Um, there is perhaps a little bit more that we need to achieve.
Okay.
Uh, how do I say it? We're lacking the oomph to be able to properly close out what needs to be done. I have an idea based on what I know, well, Rocket and I have found in the past, and what resources we have at our disposal here. Y'all successfully got the glyph. Y'all successfully brought the circle itself. I just think gonna be asking a lot. The spheres that Rock has, there are quite a few more. He has two, and don't tell him this, but one of them he still has a lot of work to do with. He's kind of neglected it, but you know, that's his growing pains. I think three might be just enough oomph that we need to repair and mend the tears. You have to understand these spheres, these orbs, more specifically Telly and the engine. As there's more of them, they work and are able to perform wondrous tasks when combined or utilized in greater numbers. Our mentor created them, actually. They were a little bit of a dig at the gods, if you would. They represent kind of these 8 or so forces that I'm aware of that he was convinced were here long before even the deities came to play. That was kind of what Zygmunt are used as his stepping stones and as proof that uh, the great pantheon is not all that great. If we can track down one more of these, I said with a degree of confidence before that I would help you guys with Rock. Hopefully, I'm more confident in this using the orbs and the spheres and the tools that we'll be able to use them to properly close the rifts and get Green Hill as close to, well, normal as we can. The only question is now, where do we find one of these if you are willing to take part in its recovery?
Yeah, that's certainly a very important question.
So I'm sure if we take a little bit of time within these walls and on these shelves, I can find an answer to where we might be able to find something. So sorry I can't give you a direct answer, but that's the best that I have, and this is probably the most pressing matter that involves more than just us at this point.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh,
So is it just library day what we're doing? Is that what we're doing?
I mean, do you feel like hitting the books yourself?
Oh, wait. No, no, sorry, you were serious. No.
I, I, sorry, I won't be kidding for a while until things are
Hey, have
appropriate
you
again.
seen Ben? Do you have any ideas? Like, is he's gonna wake up
I
at some point, right? Like,
I believe so.
okay.
The he what caused him to emerge before the rest of you? And his was so violent.
Oh God, it was this. I actually don't remember what was the effect like. I don't actually even remember what the effect was like. Was it the Dark
It was
Star?
yeah, it was a dark star. So like this
Oh God,
all-encompassing
this like
blackness,
yeah,
this
this
heavy crushing force. Yeah.
oh, it almost knocked me out too. Which I wonder if I would have ended up out here. Spoiler alert, I wouldn't have because of relentless endurance. But
Yeah. Yeah.
like, jeez, yeah, it was. Yeah,
Ah,
your friend Rocket just erupted in this big dark area that
I,
just
yeah.
seemed to like sap everything out of us. It was, oh, winded the heck
As
out of me.
you're describing it, he's like, I aware of that. He had a very unique repertoire that he collected in some of his travels, even before we, uh, well, you know our story at this point. Um, and yeah, that sounds like a particular one that he was fond of. I think he called it like a dark star or something.
Well, no, stars. Never mind.
It's namings, yeah. Well, look at it as we like to name things in a funny way, as practitioners of magic.
Yeah, speaking of which, and then I'll like just do the mage hand of like, so I have magical
Well, isn't
capabilities now.
isn't that cheeky?
Yeah, it's I don't fully understand it. But I feel something there. I know it's more than just this. I need to figure it out. So I guess maybe when you guys are doing your thing, I'll figure out what's going on with, and then I'll just kind of gesture towards myself.
I, in all seriousness, I could not think of a better place for you to do that.
Yeah, now that you mention it, yeah.
That is that is excellent. Wow. Oh, he kind of proppers up himself. Welcome to the fold, Davis.
Oh, is he like putting out his hand or anything like that?
I was just kind of like bowing and
Oh, I was like, oh,
being
sorry.
kind
Is
of
there a
formal.
greeting? I'll bow back. Just like,
He like kind of, you see as he kind of comes up, he has like a kind of cheeky grin on his face. I just wanted to see how you'd respond. It's a little levity, but no, seriously, wonderful that you can do this.
yeah, I hope so. Yeah, we'll see. I can't see how it's a bad thing, but I just don't know exactly what it is yet.
Well, I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, but there's always been something magical about you and the way that you bring out the best in everyone. I may have been a book for most of your travels, but I was not unaware.
Well, thank you.
Of course. All right. Anyone else doing anything?
Nothing comes to mind. No.
All right, cool. All right. So with that, the little conversation that Davis had gets kind of spread out to you guys as you
I'll be
take
like,
place.
research crew, it's your turn.
Yeah, research, understanding the mission and task at hand is kind of put before you if should you wish to take it. Um, and yeah, the next potential step in what needs to be done is to, well, seal up this chaos rift, if that is still something we wish to do.
We're all just like, nah, later.
Let chaos reign.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Marb's got it. You'll stay here and figure it out, right, Marb? All right, have a good one.
Marb wigs, they'll handle it. Julian,
Yeah.
Billy, that fucking dude.
Hey, that Billy man, he's a troublemaker. Let's be honest.
Billy. Every time I hear Billy, though, all I can think of is the
Oh,
song
Billy.
from Adventure Time. Billy, the greatest warrior ever, a hero of renown. I forget the rest of the words, but it goes on like that for some time.
I don't remember it at all. I actually know what you're talking about, but geez, I don't remember it at all.
It's like
So
all of his exploits, and then like as they're losing steam on the song, it's like And also, he fought a bear.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm guessing this is, you know, unless if people want to do some rolls for some booking time, practicing some spells time, this is potentially as good of a time to call the episode, call the session if you guys are find this a good little pausing place, or we can continue some more. I don't mind.
I think it's thematically a good stopping point in the hopes that if
Oh, true.
some of the folks can come back,
Mm.
then they're here to strategize before we throw ourselves once more into the breach.
I love it.
Good
I'm
call,
down
good
with
call.
that. Okay, cool. Well,
Yeah, and I
guys,
got lots of homework to do.
Yeah.
yes,
Ooh,
you
yeah.
definitely do. So I will definitely be up and hanging out for a while. I'm not going to bed, but this is a perfect time for us to close the session then. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you for enduring my insane contraption of Rock's backstory.
Great.
So
Um,
good.
and me throwing these meta concepts at you guys. And now introducing another one with the whale, with Charlie. Now
Also,
forever.
thanks for not killing me.
Yes. I
Accidentally lobotomizing for all the fighting that happened in your brain.
It'd be like a anti-exorcism more so, I think.
Ah.
Yeah, it'd be literally taking the original person out, as like forcing the original
Oh
out.
my god.
Yeah,
Eh,
yeah.
whose body is it anyways?
Taros rolls really high on a medicine check and is like, "All right, David, we just need to sever these nerve groupings, and
Oh shit.
that should confine Rocket into this one small part of his brain. Rock will only lose a roll of
Yeah,
1d100 to figure out what
that would have been so funny.
happy childhood memories,
Yeah,
motor functions when riding on animal back.
yeah. But dude,
Speech
guys,
centers.
yeah. He will have a temper, a fuse that's like a millimeter long. He'll just always be raging. In fact, next level he dips barbarian just because of that.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Forced by the DM. No. So yeah, guys. Seriously. Yeah. Thank you everybody for hanging out, and to my players, thank you for going on this crazy ride.